Bonjour, everyone. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz. Welcome to Star Nation's radio network right here on Facebook live stream with our partners from Be Live TV. We can actually do these kind of really cool kind of shows. And so welcome. You're watching Star Nation's Communications from Home. It's a weekly show right here on Facebook through Star Nations, and every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So thanks for joining, and I appreciate you being here with me. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes here to see all those people who will join us the live show. And while we're waiting, got to tell you, I think spring is actually here in Wisconsin. Yay! It was almost 50 degrees today, and it happens like once a week or so. Kind of like a little bit of a tease. And but it was actually pretty nice out. It was cloudy, but it was good. It was really good, and can't wait for the day that we can actually have the doors and windows open, and maybe by June here in northern Wisconsin. Who knows? So thank you for being here. And tonight is all about a guided meditation that we call the Unity Breath meditation. And I had decided a couple months ago that what better way to finish up a month than to do an ancient guided meditation, one that connects us to all of creation and love. And so it does us good, but it also does the universe good, the world good. And it's our little way of being able to surround ourselves with love and to be love. So tonight, that's what it's all about. And what, if you wouldn't mind doing this for me, is to share the show and to like it. And the reason why we ask every one of our shows here at Star Nations, we're asking for that to happen, to help us out with that, because we're learning a lot about Facebook. And, Facebook has really been in the news lately too, hasn't it? So whenever you like a broadcast, a live stream, make a comment and like it. What happens is that it helps it to be in the news feed in front of more people. And so for those people who would be looking for information that we carry here at Star Nations, it's a little bit easier for them to find us amongst all of the noise out there, because there's a lot of information out there, especially on the internet. So we have to try to help people find us the best we can, right? So I would really appreciate it. I'm doing the same thing. I've got my phone, and I'm going to, as soon as it loads, we're going to find the show. There we are. Turn down my sound so that we don't have an echo. And so, hey, Tony, so glad you could join me tonight. And so what we're going to do is we're going to like it and we're going to share it. And so I'm going to write a message. Oh, Facebook changed something again. Rats. All right. I have to copy the link. Copy the link, and then I'm going to go over to our it's a closed group, but it's where our community hangs out the most often. And so I'm going to go to groups. I'm going to select Star Nations Radio Network, and I'm going to write a post. I'm just going to say I'm live streaming. Join me for the guided meditation. There we go. And I'm going to post the link. And there. That's all I have to do. It used to be that all you had to do is share it and select where you're going to share it, write a short message, and it was off. And now I have to copy the link. But it's all right. We got it. It's done. Yay. All right, so tonight is all about the Unity Breath meditation. And I have to tell you that when I first learned this meditation, it was Well, the first time I heard about it, it was actually in the late 90s. And then I actually learned the meditation in, I think it was 2001. And in those days, we would do this unity breath meditation after we would do our daily Merkaba meditation. And back in the old days, in order to have your Merkaba activated and permanent, you had to do the meditation every day for, I think it was like 90 days or something like that. And it was a long time. And we had to do the mudras, and, we worked with our chakras to clear those, balance those. And at the end of that meditation for the Merkaba, then we would do the unity breath meditation. And in that original meditation, it was really about sending love out, all the way out to the Creator, and coming back to you. And then Drunvalo, my teacher at the time, changed it a little bit, because he had been talking to some indigenous people in South America, the Mamos down in South America, and we started working with the heart more. And so the unity breath meditation changed a little bit. And with that, because Drunvalo got the validation that there's a certain frequency that we have when we are in our hearts. And so the meditation became a place and a time that we could practice to be able to, what it feels like to be in your heart, and to be able to hold that frequency for longer periods of time. And so that's what we started to do. And I have to say, it's a lot easier than the old days. But before we get started, there's some people who might not have done this meditation before. And I'm going to be using some terminology that I'd like you to be familiar with. And so the toric field that's created, we have this field that's actually created by our hearts, okay? And in this particular image, the larger toric field is actually showing how universal energy flows through our bodies. And so it flows down through the top and up through the bottom. And it's a constant, gentle flow. Most people don't even are aware of it until you learn about it, and you realize when you turn your attention to it, you can feel the energy. Okay? And the smaller toric field closer to the body is one that's created by the heart. And if you notice, both fields run right through the center of us. And so that is one of the fields that we're going to be working with tonight. And the next one is the earth. We replicate Grandmother Earth. Our bodies are designed to replicate her because we're her children, right? And so Earth also has this toric field. And if you notice, there's a dark line that runs through the center of the Earth, right? And that is called the crystalline tube or the pranic tube. And we also have one running through us. And that's where that universal energy comes down through the top and up through the bottom, and actually kind of passes right through the center of you and right through your heart chakra. Okay. So that would be the size of your crystalline tube that runs through you. And so we'll be turning our attention to that tonight. I just want to make sure that you know that that's what I'm talking about in the guided meditation. And then some people who study here's, I love this one. I love this picture. It really is, shows how the universal energy comes down through our crystalline tube, down through us. And if you notice, it runs right through our chakra system. And for those of you who study the chakra system, you might know that crystalline tube as the Hara line. It's the same thing. Okay. And the Hara line, as you can see, there's little dots there. There's a dot above the head, and just below the head, the feet, and that is the ends of your crystalline tube. Okay, so that is just some of the things that we're going to be working with tonight, turning our attention to, and it's an ancient guided meditation that helps us to connect to the earth and also to Grandfather Sky. It also helps us to center and to ground, and also to be in that frequency or the field of love. And so let's get started, because one of the things I want to do tonight is it's kind of been, March is a long month, and we're right in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Actually, not in the middle. It's kind of really started, right? Just a few days ago. And I thought, let's do a little relaxation before we actually get started with the actual Unity breath meditation, to help you guys kind of relax and to be able to sense more, because that way we're more settled, we're more grounded, we're more quiet. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to get comfortable as you can, and it's okay if your screen on your computer goes dark, as long as you can still hear my voice. That's good. So don't be too concerned about that. I'm not really going to be showing anything on the screen during the meditation. All right. So you want to be in a chair or on the floor, as long as you're comfortable, because you're going to have your eyes closed. And if you can have your spine as straight as possible. If you're sitting, to have your feet flat on the floor. You might have to put some pillows behind you to get you to be able to do that comfortably. For those who have studied with me, if you'd like to grab your mindfold mask to be able to be in darkness, that's good. If you want to do that, you can do that. It's not necessary, of course, but it helps. It helps to be able to get focused and to have the pineal gland in the darkness, right? The third eye. So that you can actually see with your third eye rather than your physical eyes. All right. So, and if you're on the floor, that's great. If you can, Kat's saying, I'm ready. Well, me too. If you're on the floor, if you could please not cross your legs, you want to be an open circuit so that energy can run through you fluidly. So you don't want to cross your legs. You don't want to cross your arms. All right. Okay. Now, the first thing we're going to do is if you could close your eyes and just take a big, deep breath in. Really, really deep breath. Really filling up your lungs and blowing it out. Okay. So here we go. Deep breath. Good. It just feels good to do that, because you can feel your shoulders relax a little bit, right? Okay. All right. We're going to do that one more time. Big, big, deep breath in. You're really going to fill up your lungs, okay? All the way down to your toes. Okay, so inhale. And then exhaling. See, I just love how that feels. You can feel your muscles starting to relax a bit. It's good. Now, in a second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be asking you to turning your attention to parts of your body, and this is about bringing our awareness to the present time, the time that we're here together. Okay? All right. So with a nice, easy, deep breath in, what I'd like you to do is just turn your attention to your feet. and to your calves. Just that easy deep breath as you're exhaling, just turning your attention to your feet and your calves. Just noticing them. Noticing how they feel. It's good. Now taking a nice easy deep breath in, and as you exhale, you can feel your feet and your calves relaxing. Relaxing. And now taking your attention to your knees, noticing how your knees feel. Just noticing them. And then notice how your thighs feel, your upper legs. Noticing how those muscles feel. Just bringing your awareness there. And then noticing your hips. Just notice them. And as you take a nice, easy, deep breath in, you can feel your knees and your thighs, your upper legs, and your hips relaxing. Relaxing. Just bringing your awareness to your physical body. And now noticing how your stomach muscles feel. Noticing your diaphragm. And the muscles across your chest. Just turning your awareness, your focus to them. Just to notice how they feel. And as you take a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can feel those muscles relaxing. Relaxing. That's good. And now turning your attention to your low back. And notice how that feels. Notice how your mid-back feels and your shoulder blades. Noticing the tops of your shoulders. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can feel your back relaxing. Letting go. Smoothing out. Just breathing easy and naturally. And now notice your hands. And your forearms. Noticing your upper arms. Notice how they feel. turning your awareness to your hands and to your arms. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can feel your hands and your arms relaxing. Relaxing. You can feeling your shoulders letting go. Feels good. And now just notice your neck. Notice how it feels. Just take a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can feel your neck muscles relaxing. Relaxing. Now notice your jaw, the muscles along your jawline, your cheekbones. Noticing the muscles around your eyes and across your forehead. Noticing your ears. Just noticing. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can feel your body relaxing. Relaxing. It feels so good just to be in the present moment. Good. Very good. In just a second, I'm going to ask you to take another big, deep breath in. But on this breath, what I'd like you to do on the exhale is to imagine a white mist coming from your mouth. Okay? So taking that big, deep breath in, really filling up your lungs. And on the exhale, seeing a white mist coming from your mouth. Good. Now just breathing easy and naturally. And we're going to do that one more time. Big, deep breath in. And on the exhale, imagine seeing a white mist coming from your mouth. Good. And now just breathing easy and naturally. I'd like you to turn your awareness to your crystalline tube, your pranic tube that goes down through the center of you. The place where universal energy flows through you, coming down through the top and up through the bottom. Just noticing it, feeling it, sensing it, sensing that energy flow, universal energy flowing through you. It's a constant flow, gentle. It's always there, flowing through you. And now taking a nice, easy, deep breath in, I'd like to have you turn your attention to Grandmother Earth. On the exhale, turning your attention to Grandmother Earth, to Mother Earth, Gaia, Kokmiski Khan, Onchimaka. And in your imagination, bring images that you just love about Grandmother Earth, the things that you appreciate that she does for us. A beautiful place in nature that you just love. The trees, the grass, the sand, wildflowers, the four-legged, images, things that you just love about Grandmother Earth. In your imagination, imagine someone or something that you just dearly love coming to you, to be with you, maybe to sit on your lap or to be next to you. It could be a child. It could be a loved pet. And just notice how much you love this person, this being. Noticing your love for them. Notice how it feels in your physical body to sense this love. In your imagination, imagine gathering all of this love that you feel for Grandmother Earth, gathering it and placing it in a beautiful crystal, this gift of love. And with your intention, send this gift of love, this crystal, down to Grandmother Earth's center, to her core, to her heart, your gift of love. Sensing, feeling, seeing Grandmother Earth's love coming to you. Notice how it feels to be bathed in her love surrounding you, her love flowing through you. Just notice how it feels. And notice where you feel it in your physical body. When she's with you. When she is sending her love to you. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in, and on the exhale, turning your attention to a night sky, a sky that's filled with stars. Noticing the beauty of those stars in that night sky. Turning our attention to Grandfather Sky. Wankantanka, Misho, Masenan, the grandfathers. And bringing to you all of those images that you just love about Grandfather Sky. The stars, the moon, the northern lights, the warmth of the sun, a beautiful blue sky. All those images that you just love about Grandfather Sky. Maybe it's those big puffy clouds as they float by. Noticing what it feels like in that love that you have for the stars, the moon, the sun. Grandfather Sky. And then gathering all of your love for Grandfather Sky. And placing it into a beautiful crystal, this gift of love. And with your intention, sending it up to the sun. Your gift of love. Sensing, feeling, seeing Grandfather Sky's love coming to you. And notice how it feels to be surrounded by Grandfather's love, to have his love filling you up on the inside. Noticing what it feels like to be surrounded by Grandfather's love, and where you feel it in your physical body when Grandfather Sky is with you, loving you. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in, and on the exhale, imagine seeing a sunrise or a sunset. So beautiful. This is the time when grandfather and grandmother show us how much they love each other. When they meet at the horizon, when they meet in our hearts, how much they love each other. Notice how it feels to sense their love for each other, the beauty of it. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, turning your attention to the feeling of love. The feeling of love from Grandmother Earth and Grandfather Sky, surrounding you, bathing you in it, as they meet in your heart. We are their children. We are their divine child. And they love us. Their love is always there. And we just need to turn our attention to it, to sense it, to feel it, to see it. The Divine Mother, the Divine Father, and you, the Divine Child, creating the Holy Trinity, the Holy Trinity right here on earth, through you and your awareness of their love. This love forming the Holy Trinity raises your vibration to the love and to your love and how it affects the world. Not just you, but your family, your community. It affects the world. Taking a nice, easy, deep breath in. And as you exhale, opening your eyes when it's complete for you, coming back to the here and now, coming back to our time together here on Facebook live stream. And you can stretch and wiggle your fingers. If you're not quite back yet, you can stomp your feet a little bit, clap your hands. Coming back to the present time, the here and now. You know, you guys have done so well. You could feel how you were relaxing and the sensing the flow of the universe, the universal energy and the flow of love, and sensing it. You know, adding your vibration of love to all that is. And that's the one thing that we can really do anytime, every day if we want to. It's a pretty easy meditation to do. If you notice, I didn't use any music. I didn't drum. And the reason why I do that, and this is how I have taught my classes about this, is because we want to be able to sense that love, bring that love to our awareness, no matter where we're at. Because, you know, in our vibration, we can shift the energy of a room just by being in there, right? I'm sure you guys have felt that, have done that before. And so you are surrounded by love right now. You raised your vibration to the vibration of love. And the thing is that we can turn our attention to it, our awareness, noticing what it feels like right now for you. And then when you turn your attention to when you can start to feel it to dissipate. And it's okay, because you can always bring those images back to you, right? You can always do that no matter where you're at. And to raise your vibration back up into the frequency of love. But when you bring your awareness to when it starts to dissipate for you, that helps you to understand and to know the difference between being in that frequency and being out of the frequency, right? And so when you turn your attention to it, you can always bring those images that you just love about Grandmother Earth and Grandfather Sky, and what it's like when they come together in your heart as they love each other and love you, and you're back into the frequency again. And so That's the unity breath meditation. The Kogi Mamos are the ones that really brought this to Drunvalo's attention. And they actually do this meditation. Their medicine people do. They literally go into a cave for 9 days, 9 nights, and no food, no water. And they say they do the dance of love. It's the language without words, because their goal is to get into the frequency of love. And then they say that once they've achieved that after the 9 days, they're always in it, always. And so, and they actually do a dance. It's not like a dance. It's more like a swaying, and kind of like a trance dance, actually. And they're able to get into that vibration and to live through that vibration. And Drunvalo, when he explained this to us, he was saying he had to find a way to be able to help people get into that frequency without the 9 days, 9 nights, because us industrialized humans, is what he called us, that'd be really difficult to do. And so they, through his work that he did with Awakening the Illuminated Heart, he brought this meditation to us. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that we're going to do this every month. Last Tuesday of every month, we're going to be doing this guided meditation. And if you like to be in that kind of guided meditation mode, you can join me last Tuesday of every month, okay? Yeah. If you have any questions about the meditation itself, please just put your questions in the comment area, whether you're watching us live or if you're going to be watching the video, the recorded show. Just put your comments and your questions in, and I'll take a look at them. And if I can, I'll try really hard to answer them for you. So with that, next week, I'm working on a couple different things that we could be doing for next week's show. I'm waiting to hear back from a person who does earth acupuncture, and to be able to come to us. She wrote an article for us for our April issue of the Star Nations magazine, and I'd like to interview her. Oh, you guys are welcome. Kat says, thank you. You're very welcome, Kat. And also Mary, you're very welcome too. And so next week, depending on whether I hear back from Karen on which date that she's available, we might do it next week. If not, what I'm going to be talking about is something, I don't know. It kind of makes some women and even some men a little self-conscious. And that is when you grow your gray out and you don't color your hair anymore. Because look, this is what I've been doing. And so I thought there's a couple of people have been starting conversations about it. And I thought, well, maybe now is a good time to talk about it, and try to find somebody who can come on and talk from a more professional aspect of graying and that sort of thing, and how it changes your life or your outlook, maybe. And so, yeah, Ed, oh my gosh. Hugs to you, Ed. So good to see you in the chat. And thank you to hear, it was good to hear and see you again. Of course. Yeah. It would be great if we could get together sometime, huh? And go over, get caught up. Kat. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Yeah, it was, I'll tell you the whole story. If we do the show next week, Tuesday, you'll hear the whole story about the gray and how I made that decision. So say, listen, next time we do the Unity Breath Meditation, which will be the last Tuesday evening in April, for those who have studied with me, you might want to have your mindful masks with you, because I think this time we did a little bit more relaxation with it, because it felt like it was kind of tense. And it could just be me projecting it because Tuesdays are really busy around here. And so, but the next time we do the meditation, we might do a little bit more of the imagery. And so having your blindfold or a scarf to tie around your eyes will be very helpful. Okay. All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening and the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, just as a reminder, tomorrow night, Polly Jo LeBay, one of our show hosts, is her show on Wednesday night is Soul Connections. And Soul Connections is, again, another guided meditation, but she works with the chakras. And it's not really a show. It's more of an hour of healing. She creates the sacred space for us to be in, and so that we can connect more clearly, hopefully, with our spiritual teams, our spiritual guides, our teachers. And it really is about connecting with them and asking them for help and removing blocks or barriers, or because of the way that she sets up the energy field for us to be able to do that is really very special. I did notice that we do have a lot of healers that come to that particular guided meditation because it's one of Polly Jo's tasks in her soul work here is to help the healers, is to heal the healers. And so if you are a healer, if you haven't practiced your work in quite a while because you need a little tune-up, that would be a good good time. I'm trying not to call it a show because it really isn't a show. It really is about an hour of divine healing, and then once she's through with the guided meditation, she draws cards for us to be able to receive messages. Okay. Kat's saying that she loves the unity breath. I know, me too. So with that, we'll see you next week, right here on Star Nations Communications from Home at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You guys enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again. Good night, everybody.